The name Ron Smith has a great cachet in the engraving community. He's won many national titles at the annual figure shows over the years. He was the first Grandmaster at the GRS Grandmasters program. He wrote a number of books on designing scrolls and layouts, and he's just well thought of in the overall world. But for those people that have attended the annual figure conventions over the last 30-something years, there's a lot more to the Ron Smith story. In fact, people don't really talk about Ron or Ron Smith. When you hear people at the show talk, it's always Ron and Liz. Where are Ron and Liz? When are Ron and Liz coming? Liz Smith is just a wonderful human being in so many ways, and has been a great, wonderful part of Ron Smith's life for over 50 years. And she's been involved in so many ways in our craft, not just doing his books and telephone answering, but she was an active part in prepping metal and working with pearls and restoring jewelry. And we're going to learn more about that, as well as some of her skills in the kitchen. Hopefully you'll get a little taste of why we always refer to them as Ron and Liz. So we're here today at the Liz Smith Cooking School of Elegance, and she's known throughout the world for her wondrous humor, love, and greatly, wonderfully cooked eggs. So how do you get started here, Miss Smith?
My dad taught me when I was a little girl. My dad used to fix breakfast, and he taught me how to do all this.
Did he teach all of the girls or just you?
Just me. I was the only one that cared.
You were the only one.
My sister didn't care about learning.
And what about your mom? She didn't?
Yeah, she already knew, but she let my daddy do it if he wanted to.
Yeah.
So.
And you grew up just a few houses down from here?
Just a block over.
A block over?
Yeah, just a block over. Yeah. Since I was 10. Lived there from the time I was 10 until Ron and I got married in 65, which I was 20, almost 23, I guess. And then I moved here. Been here ever since.
Yeah, so this kitchen is just, it is home to you.
Yeah, it's got a lot of experience.
Yeah.
Lot of experience.
So do you like the big thick bacon?
I don't eat bacon.
You don't eat bacon? Oh
no,
my goodness.
I don't eat bacon because it don't agree with me at all. Any kind of bacon. I don't care what it is. I can't have bacon on anything.
That's probably why you don't like that ugly pig over the door.
That's probably it. Never thought about it, but yeah.
You're just an anti-pork person.
I like pork chop.
Do you like pork chops?
Yeah, I'm not much of a ham person, but I do like pork chops. So we got toast and bacon and eggs.
So did you always pair your toast with bacon, and you pair your bacon with eggs to get the proper?
I can eat eggs without bacon, or I can't. You can't have bacon without toast because he has to put his bacon in his toast.
Yeah.
You know, so he has a certain way he has to have his. So, but I like to just eat eggs, but you've got to have it all.
Okay.
What good is toast if you don't have bacon to put in the toast, and what good is bacon if you don't have the toast? We eat breakfast if we go out to Arnold's and we cook it outside over that old pot-bellied stove. It's good out there.
Right.
I still don't eat bacon. But there's nothing better than eating breakfast outdoors. I don't know what it is.
I agree with that. Yeah, that fresh air just makes the food taste better.
Even if it's below freezing, we still eat breakfast outside. Just because that's so good that way.
I agree. I've got a lot of happy experiences over breakfast at a campfire.
This skillet is too big for that burner, and it doesn't cook evenly.
Well, you're being very artistic here, how you're laying the bacon out.
Well, I
Trying
like
to get it flat.
I like it to be flat.
We're adjusting for just the perfect flame height under here. That's very important.
That's very important. Most of
the
it.
Liz Smith method involves measuring the flame height to just that level at this point in the bacon.
See, this one didn't cook much at all.
Yeah.
I don't want it to burn either for the eggs. So you like more than one piece, 2 pieces of bacon?
Oh,
or?
2 pieces, plenty.
2 pieces, good for that.
Yeah.
Come on now. I got 2 more pieces to fry. But I have enough grease too to cook the eggs, right?
So tell me what all you did with Ronnie when y'all were in business together. I know you did stringing pearls and things like that.
Yeah, and I did did not just pearls, but I did work for some of the specialty stores around. They would, like they'd order, they have get a lot of costume jewelry in, and sometimes it would be, the strings would be broken. So they'd just get all the beads and stuff, and they'd put it in a pile and bring it to me and say, do something with this. And so I'd organize it, you know, and string it and make a necklace or bracelets or whatever out of it.
Well, that's fascinating.
And if somebody brought some silver in, like sterling silver that had names on it already or whatever, and they wanted it taken off, then I would take it off and polish it up and make it look like it never had any names on it.
That's a labor intensive.
Yeah, Ronnie taught me how to do that. And I had customers just for that.
Really?
Yeah, just because people that collect old sterling, you know, and so much of the old sterling had
engraved with
engraving on it, and I just take the engraving off, and yeah, it was labor intensive. You have to be really careful not to make, you know, where it's engraved. If you just sand it in one spot, you're going to have a little dip in it.
Flat area, yeah.
So
you got to keep the contour all the way across.
Had to learn how to do that. And then I did all our office work.
Right, with all the mail.
Yeah, all anything that had to be done away from the store, we did that.
And I'm sure you're the one answering the phones and interfacing with the customers just so Ronnie could work.
Yeah, I did all the PR. If they insisted on talking to him, then he would come out and talk to them. But most of the time, after a while, after I'd worked there for a while, they just asked for me because I knew what they needed, you know, or knew how to take care of it. So, and I learned all the different kinds of traps that we could get into with different kinds of metal.
Right.
And if they brought something in that we just couldn't do, you know, some stainless steel, those stainless steel fountain pens, you couldn't cut them. You know, so.
Well, that's a valuable asset there, knowing what
Knowing
not to get into.
Yeah, it is.
That's a learning curve every engraver has to go through.
Yeah. And I got to where I could tell just by looking at the metal, you know, because they have their own distinctions, you know, their own looks, and so. And then I learned how to correct his mistakes.
Oh yeah, the great Ron Smith made mistakes.
Sometimes in lettering, especially.
Yeah.
Because somebody would come in that have a popular name, you know, but they'd spell it crazy, and he wouldn't. He would be in such a hurry, you know. He wouldn't really look at how you spell it. He'd just spell it like you normally spell it, and then sometimes that wouldn't be right. So Yeah, we had it pretty well fixed. You know, where we could do just about anything. Kept us busy. And I also made all those plastic copies.
Oh yeah?
Got to make those. I did those.
You're with the castings.
Yeah, the castings. Did a lot of those. I hated doing that though.
Really?
Ate my hands up, and I couldn't work with gloves on. You know, I just couldn't work with gloves on. So I get that plastic stuff on my fingers and it just peel the skin off. So I didn't like doing that. And I even got to where I could make the molds. You know, but didn't like to do it. Especially after we moved home. And I worked in that room in there, and that stuff you get all over everything. And all the me. Didn't have any place, not enough room, you know, to do anything. So it was hard.
I don't know, I'd lay out a whole bunch of rubber molds and just got pour from one to the other, to the other, to the other, try to lay them out. So
plus, if you didn't have enough,
pour it as expeditiously as possible.
If you didn't make enough mold stuff, you know, to put in the mold, then you'd have a mold or two that would be half full.
Done, yeah.
And if you weren't careful, you'd have a lot of holes in them.
All your molds were what?
Wore out. Our molds wore out. Got where they.
Yeah, we can do that after a while.
That's where we couldn't make good copies anymore. And that stuff, we used that stuff from Engraving.
Yeah, mowing a lot.
And that, sometimes, I think it had to do with temperature. If it was a little bit too cool, well, it would
get more roll holes in it.
Yeah, we get more holes in it. And we get this weird, like, frosty stuff on it. And I don't know what it was, but I got really frustrated with it a lot of times.
Well, I know the shelf life's a big thing on that stuff too. Yeah. They tell you it's only supposed to be used like within 90 days or something.
If you open it, you better use it all.
Yeah.
It was harder to work here because we didn't have the room that we had in our shop, but it was nice working from home.
Now, did you still have customers coming here, or where did you accumulate the stuff from?
We weren't allowed to have customers, but if it was a gun customer, then, you know, that was okay because there wasn't people coming and going all the time. If we were still doing some jewelry work, well, I did pick up and delivery.
Okay.
So I didn't mind doing that.
But at that point, Ronnie was mostly doing guns. Yeah, so he had just big projects.
Yeah. And he had a lot of big jobs, gun jobs to do. I say a lot. He would have maybe 2 at one time, and for Arnold, and it would be stuff that he couldn't turn loose of. You know, when he got started on it, he'd keep going until he got it finished. And so after that, after we quit doing the jewelry and stuff, well, I ran out of stuff to do, except for around here, and I couldn't make a lot of noise either. So
you couldn't just break into your favorite opera refrain right next to him, and he wouldn't worry about that.
I did not bother him while he was working. I knew better. Sometimes I'd go in there to tell him that it was time for lunch or supper or something, and he'd be so engrossed in his work that I'd scare him to death when I walked in.
Yeah.
Don't do that, you'll make me make a mistake. You know? Oh, I'm sorry. I sure didn't want to be the cause of making a mistake on the gun.
It's a little bit harder to fix than on the silver, I guess, but It can be.
Oh, he would have to do that. I wouldn't even touch his guns.
Yeah.
No way. I would not touch one of his guns. I learned how to plate though. I could do silver plating.
No, did you?
Yeah. If you made a mistake or a scratch or something on silver plating that had like 2 layers of other stuff on it, well, I learned how to fix that and how to plate over it, and you couldn't even tell it was had a scratch on it. Probably couldn't do it now. Haven't done it in a long time. That's an art in itself. Learning how to do that, and I did it with a battery charger.
Yeah.
So I learned how to do quite a few things to help him out.
How did you control the temperature when you were plating?
I didn't even think about the temperature.
Really?
Mm-mm.
Just whatever room temperature was?
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't even, as a matter of fact, I never knew that it needed a certain temperature. I just did it with what we had. Okay, we're almost there. Almost there.
Okay, notice she selects the eggs very carefully from the egg container. And then she's breaking them open. Going to inspect the contents inside the shell to make sure it's all perfect.
To make sure it's not. I have opened the shell and it was rotten. The egg was rotten.
Yeah.
And it was already putting in the skillet. So I learned not to do that.
Yeah, I've done that.
That smells bad.
Mm-hmm. Especially a lot of the eggs that I use come from my chickens out in the yard. And
yeah. You have chickens?
Oh gosh,
oh,
yeah.
Lucky you. You have rooster?
Oh gosh, yeah.
Yeah, you have babies?
Oh yeah. I love seeing little babies running around the yard.
Yeah, I love that. I hope you like it crisp.
Yeah.
That's the way I'll cook it.
We're learning the Liz Smith cooking method here. We want it crisp, just the way you like them.
Just the way I like it, but I don't eat it.
But you don't eat it. Ron must like it that way, though.
No, he likes it however I fix it.
He's learned that, huh?
Yeah.
That's the secret to a happy marriage.
He can cook it himself too, though. He
Wow.
do better than the.
Now, my goodness, what do we got going on down here?
It's toast.
This is toast in the bottom of the oven.
It's under the broiler. You can cook it all at one time.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Okay, there's the first egg into the plate, or into the pan.
I gotta cook one just to see if the right temperature's right.
This is the experimental egg. We're checking for temperature.
I had some eggs from Flips after we'd gone to Colorado this summer. Put one in here and it was a double yolk.
Yeah.
Love it. Love that double yolk. So, this is the way.
This is the way. Notice her special hand technique as she flips the grease up over there.
Everybody's going, grease, oh no!
The little chunks of bacon coming across there add flavor and texture to the egg.
Get the white done. Gotta be done. The white's gotta be done. There's the perfect egg.
A perfect egg. This is the Liz Smith perfect egg.
Yeah, I can do. I don't like to do 2 at a time, but because I'm afraid they break. That is not going to work. It's not hot enough in there.
It's too far off of the flame.
Yeah. That skillet's too big for that. It'll work though, it'll work. Can old Lane come this morning? Okay. Come on. Hot grease over there.
We're rocking the pan up to get a little bit deeper pool to flip.
Yeah. You want to put those on the table, please? Ouch. I'll just have some more before we get it.
We're
Back to the eggs. Now I gotta get this out of here before it gets too done.
So you basing it on the color there
Yeah.
of the top of the egg?
Yeah. Get this one over.
So what's the most important part in an aspiring young lady who wants to know the Liz Smith egg cooking recipe? What do you really think they need to know?
Be sure and get the white done.
If the white's done, the yellow will take care of itself.
Yeah, just see it. Once you get a little skim over the top of the yellow, then it's done. And the white usually gets done before the yellow. Okay, here's somebody's eggs. Take them, get them while they're hot. Get them while they're hot. Here's a couple of pieces of bacon. Here we go.
Alrighty, here we go. From the stove to the table. Buck, you want some eggs?
Huh?
You want some eggs? They're hot. Ah, here we go again.
Yeah, spread out too far.
I hate it when my whites get spread out too far.
Uh-oh. That Uber?
No. So how'd you get started stringing pearls?
That man in there told the lady I could do it, and I'd never done it before in my life.
Really? He
Yeah.
just said you could do it.
He
and
just said
he
I
knew
could do it.
he knew he was confident in your abilities.
I had never seen anybody do it, and it scared me to death.
Had he done it?
No.
He just knew. He just knew it
He
couldn't
just
be that
couldn't
hard.
turn any wood down.
Oh yeah. So was this first job
So that was my
was somebody that had broke a set?
yeah, or just needed them restrung. You know,
Well, were you mostly restringing, or were you? I thought y'all were doing like new.
I was
New sets.
doing some in costume jewelry, but real pearls, no, real pearls just need to be restrung every once in a while.
Oh, really?
If they start getting loose in between the knots, then you need to restring them.
And what kind of material were you using to
I
string?
use nylon or silk. They have nylon bead string and silk bead string, and real pearls. The real pearls are usually done with silk. And you have to know how to do the knots. If you don't do the knots right, then they bunch up and then they don't lay flat. So I had a good reputation for doing some pearls.
Wow.
Everybody liked the way I did them. But I liked them to look nice too, you know. And so I got a lot of pearl stringing jobs. I made good money at that. More money than he did per hour.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Of course, it didn't take that long to do them either, so. But I got where I couldn't see. When I lost my eye.
Yeah.
I got where I couldn't see them good enough. I wouldn't do them if I couldn't do them right. I'd have turned that down too far. It's working though.
Handmade by a guy down in Houston. Let me another cup here.
You're a lucky man, Ron Smith.
I know. You want some more coffee?
Yeah, I'll take a little. I'm a lucky man to get to eat Liz Smith eggs and have Ron Smith pour me a little more coffee.
Yeah, I kind of got carried away and forgot about the toast and got 2 pieces that were
Burn it.
burnt too bad.
Well, that's not the way to treat your guest. Burn the toast.
Where's my cup?
Yeah.
It's right here.
Oh, is that almost full?
Yeah, it's not far from it.
Not hot.
It's about 1 inch. That's probably a little more. That's good. Perfect. Thank
Okay,
you.
here's some more eggs. 3 more eggs. How many do you want, Ryan?
Couple.
Did he get his water?
Yeah.
That had something in it. Probably not anything that's bad though. Oh, I don't do that. I'm doing.
You're just going to do one at a time.
No, I'm gonna do the other one. I'm just gonna let it.
But you don't ever put more than one egg into the cup.
No, because in case it's bad. You know.
Right.
Takes me longer to do breakfast, but it's good in the long
Yeah,
run.
it's good in the long run. I can testify to that. Tilting the pan up to get the grease down.
Get it hot. Now it's starting to cook underneath, you can see.
Now, do you wives of Figa ever sit around and discuss cooking methods?
No, actually not.
You mostly just discussing your crazy husbands that...
Mostly. Actually, we don't even really do that. We just talk about grill things. Try to think of things to do.
Yeah.
You know, like when y'all are in the when y'all are in the meetings, or when you go on Mondays when you have the seminars.
Right.
You know, we usually do something. This year we went through a cannabis shop.
A cannabis shop?
Yeah,
Well,
we did. That was pretty interesting, actually. It was medicinal
yeah.
only.
Did you get some medicinal?
I did not. And I wouldn't.
It might improve your way of life, Liz.
It might improve my
Sprinkle a little of that on that egg and just think how nice the world might be.
his has got to be perfect. That's why I'm doing one at a time for him. He'll eat them almost raw.
Yeah.
Okay. Here is Ron's. So y'all go to town. Do these.
Here you go, Lorna. Here's your perfect eggs. Both of them are perfection for you.
Well, that's the way it's gotta be.
All right, we're draining off the grease here. Got to save all that extra grease. Don't pour it down the drain. Don't clog up your town sewer system.
Nope.
But there's so many wonderful things you can do cooking with grease.
Yeah, I
This
used to
modern
save
world,
it, but I don't.
forgotten all that.
I don't save it anymore.
Bacon, dear.
What? There's some in here.
You gonna blame that on your wait staff? I believe that was my error there, Mr. Smith.
Let's see.
But please don't reflect that in your tipping of the wait staff. So what was the funniest thing that ever happened with one of your customers that you had to deal with, Liz?
Funniest thing?
Yeah.
One of our customers? You mean it's a business?
Yeah.
Ronnie actually is the funniest because when he did that vase for Ms. Austin and it got a hole in it and he had to try to fix it. You know, it was sterling silver, but it was tissue paper thin around the bottom of a glass vase, and
He cut through
it when he went to put the initials on there, and it made a hole in it. So he just rolled out a piece of sterling silver, and he was gonna solder it on, and then
Civil War ancestry.
fix it where you couldn't tell, you know. And then when he did that, when he started soldering it, the hole just got bigger and bigger. And he had to call her and pay for the vase and get another one.
Oh no.
I'm not doing too good with these eggs. I don't know why.
Yeah, I've got a silver fork like that. I did a bunch of monograms on the forks, and I messed one of them up. It was a little bit to one side, and I took it along to see. And I mean, I was doing this through a jewelry store in Chattanooga.
Oh yeah.
They're
Well,
like, no, we can't take that one. So I think it cost me like $32 to have to buy that spoon, and then I bought a new one and to recut, and so I've still got that. I said silver spoon. That's a fork, silver fork at the house that I eat with sometimes. Keeps you humble.
Yeah.
Track down his grave.
Yeah, it does.
One of these days, he wants to go back out there and take a military mark and put on it.
Really? Yeah. I followed. He went and joined the
Like I said,
war and quit.
not real
Crossed the Red River, went across and some
burst into the
campaign.
nest. I hope
Probably
they're
He
okay.
didn't know about that. All the way till he got to Richmond and got wounded.
Yeah.
You know what?
When I was a kid, I ate scrambled eggs. That's all about the only way I'd eat eggs. But boy, I don't hardly like them scrambled anymore.
I didn't. I like them. That's what my mother used to cook us for lunch. The scrambled egg sandwiches.
Yep, I remember eating those.
You know how they do it in like at IHOP or somewhere like that? They tell you they put a little bit of their pancake batter in their scrambled eggs so they'll be fluffy.
Mm-hmm.
That's how come they're so fluffy.
Waiting for it to turn just the right color.
Waiting for it to bubble so I'll know it's ready to
Thicken it up enough to start flipping it.
plate here.
Come sit down and eat while it's warm, Scott.
Well, I'm capturing the whole essence in here. Of course, I guess I should get the essence of you putting it in your mouth here. How long have you been eating this wonderful lady's cooking?
50 some odd years.
Well, you've certainly done well together.
Yeah, she's pretty good. She's cooked all the game. She doesn't mind getting her hands dirty and cleaning the animals and stuff that I shot.
Everything but fish, I do not like to clean fish.
Don't like to clean fish.
Nope.
I don't mind cleaning fish. I don't. If I was gonna say there's anything I don't like cleaning, it'd be rabbits. They're just what stinks.
Well, and ducks.
Turkey steak.
Ducks kind of stink too, but
You ever clean the duck?
I've cleaned a lot of ducks.
Have you ever cleaned a duck?
Cleaned?
Yeah.
Is that like cleaning a rabbit? Cleaning a rabbit?
No. Just
I don't know how you do a duck like you do a rabbit.
cut a slit in the vent hole, take one wing in the neck, and do it like a baseball bat.
Well, that's
It
like,
all flies out.
well, that's almost how you clean a rabbit.
Really? I never seen anybody do a rabbit that way.
And there's toast
I never
here.
seen anybody do a clean a
And
duck
this
that
is-
way except me.
This was extra bacon, yeah. These
Yeah.
are your bacon.
Okay.